like I told you, I had my stepmom and my stepbrother work for OPD. So they have a cop out there called Flat Top. Now he's a white cop, right? But the whole community is black. But everybody in that community knows him as Flat Top, this white cop. And right. Everybody in that community knows that when Flat Top arrests somebody, he had to done something totally wrong with Flat Top to come and arrest you. Just for the simple fact that the community has that much respect for that cop. You get what I'm saying? But he's built that trust within the community to where he can roam the streets and people know that they're safe because they can call him. Like in that community, they request him to come and handle certain issues in that area because they trust him and they know that he's there to protect the people.
So going back to, and thank you, Justin, in the beginning. I think I don't want to speak on Justin's behalf, but if we looked at Flat Top, you'd probably see that Flat Top just demonstrated kindness. And when we talk about policing culture, I think sometimes I've been around almost 20 years. We have this idea that somehow kindness is weakness. And I think that's something that internally we need to fix. When you have outsiders coming in the community to police a community, one of the great things that I've noticed, and this is why things like Game Changer are so important, because it creates these informal spaces for us to connect on a human level. And so we as a police department, or I think policing nationwide, need to consider that as a measure of effectiveness about creating these informal spaces. I certainly recognize that we need to respond to 911 calls, but if the only time I get to engage a community is at a 911 call when things are volatile, or during a traffic stop, or during an arrest or a search warrant, there doesn't create an opportunity for us to have an icebreaker to figure out 5 things that we all have in common. Yet I wear this and you're a civilian on the other side. So for me, it's about kindness. I think that's one of the things I'm so proud of my department and the forward thinking that's okay to be kind, that kindness is not weakness. And then moving forward, looking at what does effective policing look like? Not law enforcement, but what does it mean to be effective in policing? Do our measurements need to change? Do we need to look at these informal spaces that we create where we can connect in churches or schools, in those less volatile areas, so we can realize that we got a lot more in common than we have different?